year, new me. Hey, probably not. Not so much. I'm finding this to be a thing, and I'm actually, for the first time in like the history of sharing the new things that we're using and things that we have to switch, like in our homeschool, this is the first time that I'm actually really bummed about it. I'm going to talk about that in today's video. It feels like it's been forever since we've talked about homeschool and all of that stuff, so this is just kind of a check-in, chit-chat. A lot of things have changed in our home since the last time I hopped on here to share things with you guys, and it's kind of fun. It's different. It's exciting. I'm filming for the first time ever with one of my kids down on the ground behind me. He's building a new Lego that he got for Christmas. It's just my youngest and I hanging out every day now, Monday through Thursday, because my middle child actually got a job as well. And so he and our oldest are working, which has been kind of fun. This is only day 2. So it's been fun, just my youngest and I hanging out and doing a couple things. And today happens to be a work day and getting all the errands done kind of day. So that's what we're spending today doing, which gives me the time to update you guys on some homeschool things. So that's the first big thing I want to share with you that's changed for 2025 in our homeschool, is that my middle child now has a job. So he will be working. So our homeschool schedule of 8 to noon is 8 to 11:45 is still strong. It's going good. That's what we've stuck to so far this homeschool year, and it seems to serve our family very well. One big thing that's changed is normally I work out in the afternoons, and I've had to switch that now and go back to early morning workouts, which is something I've shared that whole journey and transition with you guys many times on my channel before. I used to be a 5 to 6 a.m. Workout girl, and I was used to that and I loved it. I was sleep deprived. I was wreaking havoc on my body in all ways, and so I got used to working out in the afternoons and doing long runs in the afternoons, and now our schedule in life has changed again to where I need to go back to morning workouts. But 5 a.m. most likely not. So I'm going to try and fit my workouts, my long runs in the morning before we start our homeschool day. And so that's kind of been a little shift that we're working through. And again, these are brand new, like fresh changes in our life and our homeschool. As I'm filming this, we're literally walking it out, like as I'm coming to you guys with this stuff. So it's kind of fun to see that transition and that process kind of shift and take place. We are T-minus 5 months, 6 months until my oldest graduates high school. So that's been a really crazy thing. And what I want to share with you guys really quick is something that I'm super bummed about. And I want to give you guys kind of a heads up, because I share all kinds of things with you guys. And so I want to warn you on this one. When I share things, it doesn't necessarily mean that I've done all the research and checked into everything and it's like the best resource out there, or that it's going to check all the boxes of everything. And I say that because what I'm sharing with you now is a unit study. It's actually a literature study that I was so excited to do with my kids. I could not wait to finish the last one we did, which was a study on the American food system from Prairie and Pine. And that's a homeschool curriculum, like literature guide. I've talked about that with you guys. If you're new here, it's in other videos, so go check it out. However, we just finished that one, which was great. It was long, but it was good. And so we started back to our homeschool schedule yesterday. So this is a Tuesday I'm filming this. This is day 2. And we're very I think we're only in chapter 2 of the new unit that we are doing. And it is actually the book written by J.D. Vance. Hillbilly Elegy is what that's called. And I am so bummed because we are so early in. I got it on Audible, the book, so we're listening to it out loud because that's how my boys prefer to do these the literature unit studies. And I've said this, I'm so bummed because we started in on chapter 2 today. Imagine me and my 3 boys in our living room listening to a book, and it is not how we talk in our home. We'll just put it that way. And it really bummed me out. And it is high school level. So I understand that what is being discussed in the book and the way, the verbiage, the words used are words that are no different than what I heard in the halls of my high school, growing up. But is that what I want to bring my boys together and really dive into as far as a family study goes? Not so much. So that has led me down a path today after I finish this of configuring the next month and a half of what we had planned for our homeschool, because that was it. Doing that literature guide with the Hillbilly Elegy book from J.D. Vance, that was what we were doing next. That study is from Prairie and Pine. And this is nothing against them. This is not them, obviously. This is the book. And when you purchase a book, you're obviously like opening up to whatever is inside of that book. And as a homeschool mom, I have been so trusting in the companies that we use and the different things that we do that other moms have kind of vetted through it and will let you know, like, hey, language warning, hey this, hey that. And there is not with this book. I did zero research. I blindly trusted that it was super family friendly and we can sit down and it would be something that was pleasing to our ears. And instead it was not. So I'm super bummed, and I don't think there is an edited version. And mind you, my youngest is 6th grade. So, okay, even if I want to do this with my two older high school boys, there's really no way I can even skip through the things that I don't want them hearing, because it's kind of intertwined in the whole thing. I think it's incredible. I think it's got such a good message, and the literature guide itself is incredible and has such value. But I just cannot continue with it. Literally, we're on day 2 of using what I thought was going to be our curriculum for the next few weeks in our homeschool. The next few, probably 10 weeks, maybe 12, depending. So that's a huge change. That's a huge disappointment. I've been looking forward to that study ever since they released it. And now I'm like, and this is not anything against the company at all. Please know that. Please know this is nothing against them. This is my duty as a homeschool mom to research this stuff further before I just blindly use it and trust that it's going to be good. But it's that inappropriate. I'll just use that word. I come to you guys sharing those things, and I did not do my duty as a homeschool mom to actually check into all of it and make sure that it checks all the boxes of what we want to do and what I want my kids to be listening to. So while it may have an amazing, incredible message and incredible content, even if it was just standalone with my senior, it is not something that I want to bring us together and listen to. So it really bums me out. And the other thing that we've changed, this is the last of the things that have totally changed so far. And I say this because I had this planned out. I had planned out kind of what we were doing. And I shared with you guys at the beginning of this last homeschool year, I shared with you when I was talking about math curriculum that I really was torn on what to do with my 6th grader. This is no fault of his at all in any way, shape, or form. He's very good at math. He's very solid in math. However, I was like, maybe we should do something before we move to intro to pre-algebra or intro to algebra with Denison, because Denison algebra is it. That is what we will use with all of my boys from here on out. But I kind of put myself in a bind because I know that for 7th grade, that's what we want to use for him. So I didn't want 6th grade to be just a wasted year. So I did some research, as Jamie does, and I found Mr. D Math, and I think I already shared that's what he's using, and it's been great up to this point. But now I feel like we're kind of losing each other in it. And I feel like this is what I decided as his mom. Him and I collectively decided we're going to go back to teaching textbooks, which I should have just stuck with in the beginning. We're going to go back to teaching textbooks for 6th grade, and we're just going to blow through it. Really solidify that 6th grade math, those concepts in 6th grade, and then move on to 7th strong, if that makes sense. I feel like what we're doing right now is probably 7th or 8th grade level. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't want to totally lose him in this specific course to where then we switch anyway to Denison next year for him. That just seems counterproductive. So we went back just yesterday. Again, I literally just purchased the teaching textbooks course yesterday for him. It was a quick, like, I knew we needed to do this, not because of him in any way, shape, or form, but my decision to move him to something that was a little bit advanced, that I had zero experience with. I'd never used the program before. It's nothing against the program. Again, I'd never used the program. And this is me coming to you saying, here we go. I think I was telling the boys or my husband, somebody, like, I feel like it's the cone of shame. Like, yep, here we go. I shouldn't have switched. I shouldn't have done it. But I knew in between, I'm like, I don't want 6th grade to be a wasted year, because he is advanced. He is doing wonderful. But yet this other program that we've had zero experience with thus far was just a little over the top for what we were wanting to do for 6th grade. And knowing where I'm going next year, we're just going to take the rest of his 6th grade year for math and just breeze through teaching textbooks, level 6. That's what we're going to do. Not revamp it, but like re-solidify all of those facts and those concepts that were learned. And then I think we'll go into Denison pre-algebra for 7th grade, and it will be really good and really fresh. And I have and will continue to shout it from the rooftops probably all the time, forever, because Denison has been that incredible for our family. We've used it for 3 years, and it's truly, truly that incredible. And this is me coming to you as a homeschool mom, seriously sharing that homeschool curriculum has changed our lives for math, for my older 2 boys. And I cannot wait to put my 6th grader in that next year, because that is what he will do. So those are the things that we've switched up this year already. 2nd semester, and here we go. Already made changes, but I think it's going to be good. I don't know what we're going to do yet to take place of the unit study that we were going to do from Prairie and Pine. I think it may possibly be The Giver. They have a unit study for middle school that is The Giver, and I'm only choosing that one because I think we can work through it a little bit quicker than some of the high school ones, which will give us time with my senior to focus on some things that we want to focus on before he graduates. So that's the reason why I think that will be the one that I choose to do. Nothing's been purchased yet, and I have not decided, but by the time you see this, I'm certain I will have an answer and we'll be smooth sailing through something. So that's what I just want to share with you guys. It's present time. It's current. This is what's happening. The weather's been beautiful. It is sunny and like 50 degrees out today in January. Are you kidding me? The grass is turning green. Everything is changing, and it feels like a March day in like the beginning of January. So weird. It was super fun though. Over our break, we got quite a bit of snow on one day in particular, and the boys were able to hook the blade up onto the side-by-side and go around and help neighbors and stuff plow their driveways. So that was super fun for them. We've made a lot of progress on the home. We are starting our master bathroom now. You can see we have our wood stove and that whole section kind of done. Nothing is obviously done, because this is a constant, continual living in, things are getting updated regularly type of thing. But we're almost to the tiling portion of our shower, tiling the walls. And so we've got the floor done, but it's time for the walls. And hopefully here before long, we will be showering in our it's very simple master bathroom. I've never had a master bathroom in all of my adult life. And so I am so excited about this. This house was like, because of the construction and things we're doing, it was basically a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house because of the revamping. Like, there was more space, but we had condensed it down to that for a time being. And so now finally we're at least a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We have another functioning toilet, which is awesome with this many people in a home. So super, super grateful for that. And we just keep continuing to plug away at little things here or there. And I'm so excited for what this year is going to hold for our family and for your families. And I want to thank you all for being here. We're embarking on another, is it 7 years? I think 7 years. January 29th or something will be 7 years that I've been sharing on YouTube. And how that has looked different in so many seasons, honestly. I'm super grateful for where we're at. I had no idea what this would entail when I very first shared a homeschool video with you all, but here we are, still doing it. And this channel looks different and will continue to look different, and things shift and will continue to shift. But I'm grateful that you are here with me in all of it, and just for your continued support through it all. As a homeschool mom who is living it, 13 years homeschooling, and yeah, this is where we're at. So still coming to you saying, yep, made a change and probably shouldn't have, but we're gonna fix it, and nothing is ever lost. So thank you for being here. I'll catch you in our next video. Bye.